Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. We are going to continue our journey of learning just a little bit more about this amazing language. Yesterday, we talked about 振臂一挥, how effective just the one swing of arm that people are going to follow you. Thousands of people are going to gather like a crowd. That's how effective your public speaking or politician is going to do. So I use the image of Lenin doing this arm swing thing, and then people are going to follow. That's 振臂一挥. And we are going to continue 一挥. This time is a different swing, a different thing. It's not your arm. This is your pen. But it got its own culturally loaded connotation in it. 大笔一挥. Okay. We know the figure 大, right? Long time ago, we talked about this human figure. This is two strokes human figure. If I have a horizontal line in it, it's like a spread out of your arms. It looks like a starfish position of a person. And that's the biggest span spatially a person can take to do your starfish position, right? So that's our big concept of big. And just like English, big are going to be used to describe object. And the object here is 笔. Okay, 笔 have, you see the contemporary, the simplified Chinese, and the original one look very different. The contemporary one also makes sense because this character means fuzzy hairs. So 笔, as a Chinese, we know it's talking about 毛笔. Mao is the bottom portion of it. So it's a hairy, the hairs, mostly animal hairs. So a type of animal hair are going to be used as the brush of the Chinese calligraphy type of 笔. That's this hairs are going to be put into a bamboo tube and that used as a handhold. Well, I probably use it wrong. Sorry, I have this. So when people write in 毛笔, this hair brush with bamboo stick, this is wood, okay, bamboo stick, that's the way they hold it. So they kind of, give you the full motion of your relaxed wrist, right? And give you the full motion over here. And you can control, how minor or bigger stroke you're going to have it. And here, when we say 一挥 and 大笔, it's 大笔 is different gauge of brush. Okay, I have a Sharpie here. So this is more like a smaller one, and 大笔 is more like a bigger one. Sorry, I don't have brush, but like a thicker tube. And also the brush is going to be thicker, right? Because more hairs are holding here, so it has to be a thicker tube of bamboo. And 大笔 simply means bigger gauge, more brushy, more hairs in the brush. So it's going to create, used to write bigger characters. And 大笔 and 一挥, one swing. So it's like, just like that. So that's a concept of 一挥. Okay, 笔. Come back to this word. The top portion with this kind of arrow, cute arrow looking thing is bamboo. It's just visually looking like a bamboo too. Maybe just only 2 leaves of bamboo, but that's enough to represent bamboo. So we know the material of it made, I don't have it. Whatever I show here is not it. Ancient brush put in here in bamboo tubes. So that's the component and material of this writing device. And then we have this hand symbol actually. So this 3 and kind of looking like this portion, right, is our representation of your hand. So your hand are holding onto something, right? So this is visually the brush. Originally, it's written like this. You see, originally, okay, let me reproduce this. So originally, imagine this brush here, right? And then it looks almost like this, right? Almost like this, just very visual graphical language there. But of course, like eventually people cannot write our language, our characters in this perfectly proportioned, drawn out in such fine details. So we have to abstract it somehow. And this becomes the abstracted form. So we have this 3-finger. This is more easy to standardize, to render in written form. And you have this only 3 hairs represented the brush. And then you have the material. So that's our pen, not a contemporary pen concept at all. It's the brush pen and one swing. So I show you the motion of one swing. And okay, normally, I mean, in ancient times, we don't really have, we have stems, right? That's the formal, like whoever have the stem have the power. That's a power symbol to mean, okay, it's official. But just like a contemporary English speaking world, contemporary world in general, signature is required, right? When you try to execute a contract or sign up for something, signature is required. And this 大笔, okay, I put 2 images of here. So this is a 小笔, smaller gauge to give you a sense. Okay, it's really fine motion, small motion, fine motion. And you see the way they hold the brush, same way, but the motion is much smaller, it's finer scale. So it's a more neatly written versus here is bigger gauge, brush, thicker tube, and you have to hold and write really bigger motion. So this 大笔 is more like this one, this type of brush. And mostly, okay, it's men in power holding big, thick brush to do the swing thing. And people use that to mean, okay, he signed, he agreed on this, he signed on this, mostly about funding, about money, right? It's a contract, somebody 大笔一挥 sign up a big sum of money, and so that you can do your thing. And this in English, I write it as underwrite, but underwrite doesn't really do justification of the sense of somebody in power. Use a thick brush to one stroke, and then you're done, you're through, you got a contract. Okay. Cash into the currency of thinking by one word a day with Sophie. See you another day.